The Try Guys released a video tonight titled "What Happened?", where Eugene, Zach, and Keith sat down to discuss what has gone on in the last week and a half regarding Ned Fulmer. In the last month, true fans of the Try Guys had become suspicious of something going on between all of the guys, as Ned was seemingly being edited out of videos very purposefully, as it seemed. It started to come out more and more that Ned might have actually cheated on his wife with an employee at the Try Guys named Alex. Now, that was just a rumor at the time. At the beginning of the month, that was when all of this was kind of coming to light, and people were very shocked within the Try Guys community because Ned's identity online is literally loving his wife and being this guy who's so proud to say he loves his wife. So when all of this was coming out, everyone was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy, but also like, no way, like there's no way. The two were spotted in New York City together at the beginning of September, and someone took a very blurry photo of them kissing. People didn't know what to believe. I mean, there were so many times where Ned was talking about his wife that everyone's just like, okay, that's a really blurry photo. There's just no way. People didn't know what to believe, but the constant videos being uploaded by the Try Guys with Ned missing had suspicion grow and grow, and people just thought there had to be something wrong. Last week, everything had come out and the story was trending everywhere. The Try Guys posted that Ned was no longer going to be working at the Try Guys, and Ned had even made a statement confirming he was in a relationship with an employee at the Try Guys and said that he needed to start focusing on his family again. Since the news came out, people had many questions. How long the Try Guys knew about all of this? What went into firing Ned? Would they have even come out if nobody said anything? Like, everybody wanted to know a lot of things, and especially, what was going on with Alex. So the guys came out in a video to say that they did not know about Ned and him being in this workplace relationship prior to the photo of them kissing in New York City. They said they did not know about this until last month. They said that they were alerted by fans about their relationship, and once it was confirmed to them, they were just as shocked as everyone else.
We want to give you a timeline of what's transpired and some transparency into our decision making. Throughout this video, there will be things that we want to say or go into further, but as I'm sure you're aware, there are some legal issues we have to consider as we go through everything.
On Labor Day weekend, multiple fans alerted us that they had seen Ned and an employee engaging in public romantic behavior. We reached out to check on that employee. Ned confirmed the reports and since confirmed that this had been going on for some time, which was obviously very shocking to us, and we just want you to know that we had no idea this was going on. All of that information was just as shocking to us as all of this has been for you this week.
They said they took action immediately and contacted the employee involved in this situation. They contacted Ned, and once he admitted to it, they had contacted the right people to help them handle the situation as professionally as possible.
And thus began a 3-week process of engaging with employment lawyers, corporate lawyers, HR, PR, and more, in order to make sure we were taking all necessary steps. From the jump, we were acutely aware of just how contrary this was to the values of the company we've built and those of everyone who works here.
You can tell just how hurt the guys are about this and how seriously they took the situation. Each one spoke with such passion about this, and Eugene wanted to make it a point to let everybody know that they really were not going to stand for this kind of behavior in the workplace.
This is something we took very seriously. We refused to sweep things under the rug. That is not who we are, and it's not what we stand for.
They go on to talk more about removing Ned from their YouTube videos and what a process that has been, in that unfortunately some of the videos that they have pre-filmed will never be seen by fans because it's just impossible to edit him out of them, but they really were just like so appreciative of their editing team who were able to edit him out of some of the videos that they had pre-filmed. And seriously, I mean, some of the videos they had posted, I know that had to be hard work, making it look like he was not there with them. And they said this comes as a major loss to them, and not only in a coworker, as a friend, but I know they definitely lost a lot of money in making these videos and not ever having anyone see them, because this is their jobs to make videos and put them on the internet, and they are not making some cheap videos, okay? Like, they have such a budget on these videos. I can just see that. The quality of these videos are amazing, and they cannot be getting this time and money back, especially if they're not posting it on the internet. So I know it has to be a really hard decision for them to not have him in these videos. They go on to say that on Friday, September 16th, that was the day that Ned was officially removed from the company, which was actually a week before any of this story started going viral on Twitter for mainstream media to cover. at this point, only like fans of the Try Guys were very suspicious of something going on, but they had this handled way before it went viral. And they said that they can't go into too much detail within the investigation that took place with the relationship that happened in the workplace for legal reasons, but this is how quickly they took action from Labor Day, which is September 5th, to September 16th. That's, not a lot of time, so they really did, get a move on it here.
Now, we can't talk about the details of the review, but suffice to say, we found that Ned had engaged in conduct unbecoming of our team, and we knew that we could not move forward with him. So on Friday, September 16th, the three of us signed written consent of the members of Second Try LLC approving the removal of Ned as a manager and an employee.
They said that they had waited to announce just to give him and his family some time, and they weren't really trying to hide this from the public. They were going to make a public statement, but they wanted to handle this correctly and as best as they could.
We chose not to rush into the announcement for a few reasons. Namely, there are real people who have been affected. And while we consider this a company matter, there's just also a family at the center of this.
And I think that this definitely clears some things up for a lot of people. I know some people were wondering if they only fired him because the story was big and it was going viral and because they would look bad if they had him at the company still. Like, no. Before anybody even said a word about this in terms of, headlines on big media sites, they were already handling it. They already had him, leaving the company. So they did not fire him because people were upset. They fired him on, their own terms. Yes, fans were the ones that told them about the situation, but they were very quick to act on this. They said that they were working on a way to tell the public, but they had to rush things because this was getting out to the public very quickly and a lot faster than they thought. So here we all are.
Now, we were always planning on a public statement, and we're working towards that with our team. But in light of rapidly accelerating speculation, we knew we couldn't wait any longer. We're obviously incredibly shocked and deeply hurt by all of this. This is someone who we'd built a brand and a company with for 8 years. We feel saddened, not just personally, but on behalf of our staff and our fans who believed in us.
You can literally hear the hurt in their voices and that this has really and truly hurt them so much that Ned had done something like this, put their company at risk like this, just really done this. And just hearing them talk about how they felt by all of this is so sad. And Zach even apologized to fans that this happened. And I just want to freaking hug them. Like, no, you guys, it is not your fault. Obviously, oh my gosh, I think they will be okay. Like, as a company, I do think that 3 of them will thrive on their own as the Try Guys. They clearly take this company so seriously and it's so clear, and they will get through this and thrive. Their videos and their content are of such quality. I hope they don't fear this being the end for them, because I think people will even see this video and like them even more just because they'll have so much respect for the way that they handled this entire situation.
I don't know that we'll ever be able to fully articulate the pain we feel at this moment. It's hard to rewatch old videos that we love and are proud of. We're losing a friend, we're losing someone we built a company with, we have countless memories with. We just made a TV show together. I'm sure many of you feel the same way. It's weird. We're sorry that this ever happened, and we don't know what more to say.
Eugene then brings up the internet being way harsher towards women than towards men.
We also want to remind you that the internet has a tendency to be a lot harsher towards women than men. So please, we ask that you exercise kindness.
Things will change here. What we hope is that within this, there's also the opportunity for positive growth and better videos ahead. But it's gonna be hard. This whole thing is gonna be really hard.
And I believe that he's talking about how people have reacted towards hearing Alex be a part of this and the things that they've said in terms of her and Ned, which I know a lot of people have had a lot to say about her, but we don't actually know the details of the situation. Everything that's come out between her and Ned has just been purely speculation. There's been no details like with concrete evidence of what actually went down between the two of them, what the situation was like. So there's a lot of people putting a lot of blame on her specifically, even some people more than Ned. And we just don't know what happened there, because we don't know if he was, holding her job over her or, promised her promotions, a raise. You just never know in a situation like this when we're talking about not just a boss, but an owner of a company with someone lower in a company, just in a relationship. But that is what the Try Guys had to say about the situation. Like I said, I do think that they can move on from this and that they will be okay. and I definitely respect how quickly they handled this entire situation and everything they said in this video. So that is what they had to say. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.